In this video, we'll demonstrate Page Generator Pro's Generate Comments functionality within content groups. On screen here, we have a content group for our interior designers business called Design Co. And we specified a location keyword comprising of a number of locations that our service operates within. We've gone ahead and created a fairly basic landing page, and most importantly on the right hand side we've selected the post type to be post instead of page, and when we scroll down the screen we have the section called discussion, and in the discussion section we've got the ability to allow comments and also generate comments. So if we tick this box here, a comments form will be displayed, but we can also use the generate comments option here. Once we select this, we have a number of options that then display. The first one being the number of comments that we want to generate for each of our posts. We could have this number higher, we could have this lower. We'll use 3 as a good example. The date option is quite similar to the date option that you see over on the right hand side's publish section. So if you're familiar with that, it is pretty much the same here. You can set the date of the comments to be the time of generation. You can use a specific date, or you can use a specific date from a keyword. The option that most people will use will be the random date. And this allows us to define a start and end date. Every comment that's generated would pick a date within this range at random. Let's do the 1st of January to the 1st of February this year. We then have the ability to enter the commenter's first name and surname. These fields support both keywords and spin tags. So you may wish to use a keyword comprising of all of your first names and making use of the random different modifier to generate a random first name for each of these generated comments. So in the keyword system, we can go ahead and add a new keyword, and we'll call this first name. I've gone ahead and just compiled a list of common names. So we have 50 here, and we can repeat the process by adding a surname keyword. And once again, I have gone ahead and produced a list of 50 common names for that. If we do the open curly brace, we can see first name and surname. If we select first name and then apply the colon with the random different modifier, and we can do the same for the surname field as well. Once again, doing random different. We'll go ahead and click save. And then we'll scroll down and we'll use the test function here, and we can see it's generated our test post where our keyword's been replaced with the location. And if we scroll down, we can see that we've managed to get 3 comments with different first names and surnames and with different dates as well. Before we move on to the comment, you can also use spin tags here. So if you prefer not to use a keyword, you may wish to use spin tags, and I've gone ahead and done this here. The same for the surname, so I've taken the 50 most common first names and surnames, put them in spin tags format instead of using a keyword. Click on save. We run another test and review that test and scroll down. We'll see once again it's gone through these at random, and let's compare. We can see the difference from the previous generation, so we're getting truly unique content there. You can use either method, it's whichever you prefer. I would recommend using some free AI tools. You can ask them or prompt them to produce a list of first names in spin tags format or surnames in spin tags format. You could copy and paste them straight into here. Now, as we saw with our test post, the problem with the comments is the text is all the same. And we could adopt a similar approach here where we make use of a keyword with the random different modifier, or we could use spin tags to have a comment here where the text is different for every single review. Personally, I quite like to use AI. I think it's a more natural writing style. It also means you don't end up with a very complex looking spin tags in what would be quite a lengthy review that you might want to have. So we can go ahead and remove that text, and we've got a number of AI tools that we can select. We'll use the OpenAI one, so you click the OpenAI icon, and on screen a similar interface if you've used the OpenAI dynamic element elsewhere, and we'll go ahead and enter a prompt. So in this case we'll write a review on Design Co interior design services from a satisfied customer. For the content type, we actually have a couple of review options. We'll begin by using the review in plain text, and we'll set a word limit of 100. We'll leave the other tuning settings and errors as default. We'll go ahead and click insert, And we see we have the familiar dynamic element shortcode in the comment there. We'll click on save, and once again, let's click on test. We click the link for the result and we scroll down. We now have 3 reviews from different people. So we have some text here that talks about a complete redesign of living space, talks about professionalism, communication, and so on. So this is a great way to curate some reviews for maybe a product or service that you have. And we can also see that the dates are random. As mentioned earlier in the video, we can also leverage the use of the review content type. And this is similar to the plain text review, only it will include schema markup that denotes the text relates to a review of a product or service. And this might be beneficial if you're looking to improve rankings or have search engines pick up that you have review content within your page or post. Once again, we'll put in a topic. I've gone ahead and been a little bit more specific this time to make sure that the customer's name is not included in the review, given that their name will be at random using spin tags and displayed above it in the comment. Once again, we'll set a limit of 100 words, save our content group and click test. And when we view the test page and we scroll down to the comments section, we can see we've got our 3 reviews and they've all been generated by AI with our random names. And if we go and view one of them and inspect the source of this, we can see that the content is encapsulated in the review schema with the applicable review body. And again, this will help search engines pick up the type of content that this is.